Good morning, class. And here we are with the new heading. Good morning, everyone. Now, the next heading is message writing. Okay. Now, you all have it in your grammar books on page 184. If you want, you can open it from there. Now, put a tick mark on a thing that you will write in your copy. The first three lines that are given, put a tick mark. A message is a short, informal piece of writing conveying information received over the telephone, public address system, or in person to a person for whom the information was
Excuse
intended
me, ma'am.
but who was not present to receive the information. Yes,
Ma'am, can you please tell the page number?
184.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Now, a message writing is basically a piece of information which you either take from a telephone call or any public information which was given. Okay, like supposing I want to give a message to Dhwani and she has gone out for her dance classes. So supposing I call and I call her and I say, hello, is it Dhwani? I am her class teacher, Mrs. Parmar. So Dhwani, since she's not there, so maybe Anshika, what's the name? Anshika, am I saying it right? So
No, ma'am,
Anshika picked up
Akashi.
Akashi, sorry. Akashi picked up the phone and she said, hello, I'm her friend and she's out for her dance classes. Let's say, okay, I had some very important message for her. So maybe she'll say, ki, ma'am, you can give that message to me and I will convey it to her. And I say, okay, tell Dhwani that we will not have our GK class today. Instead, at 6 p.m., we'll have our English class. So Akashi answered, sure, ma'am, I will definitely convey it to her. Thank you. Is there anything else? To that I say, no, that's it. Will you please convey for sure? She'll say yes. And we'll say bye and she'll maybe wish me, thank you, ma'am, bye bye. And we'll hang up. Now, this was a telephonic conversation, which we had a talk on a phone call. Okay. Now, since Akashi could have given this message when Dhwani must have come back, but Akashi had to go shopping. Are you understanding till now? Ma'am called. Ma'am wanted to talk to Dhwani, but Dhwani was not there. Who picked up the phone? Come on.
Ma'am Akashi.
Akashi picked up the phone. Now Akashi took the message, whatever ma'am had to give the message. Okay. Now ma'am hung up and so did Akashi. Now Akashi could have easily given the message which ma'am had given had she not had to go for shopping. Now Akashi had to go for shopping and she knew that she will not be able to meet Dhwani. So she leaves a message. Now this is called message writing. Now how it goes? It has on the topmost center, it has a heading called message. I will just show you. On the top, it has a heading called message. Message is written. Then in the left side, date is written. Then on the other side, time is written. Please stop your mic. Close your mic. Then on the right side, time is written. Now time. Now supposing Akashi uh, is going out for shopping at say 3 o'clock. Okay, so she'll write 3 p.m. Okay, and then comes dear X. Now dear X will be replaced here. We know the name. So what will it be? To whom is she writing? To
Ma'am, dear
dear
Dhwani.
dear Dhwani. Dear Dhwani. And now comes the body of the message. And you can see here, Dear Dhwani, comma, after that, you can see that it is written from the borderline only. It is not written below comma. The message begins from the borderline next below it. Okay. So what will be the message? Dear Dhwani, your teacher had called us when you had gone for your dance classes. Now, your teacher had called, had, see this, who's opening the message? Now, the teacher had called up means it is in the past now. It is the reported speech. She is reporting and telling. She's not saying teacher is calling. She's saying teacher, your teacher had called. Your teacher, Mrs. Parmar, had called to inform you that she will not take the GK class. Instead, today at 6 p.m., she would take English. Now, this was the only message which I gave her. Okay. Since now she will write, since I have to go shopping, I'm leaving this message for you to see when you come back from your dance class. That's it. And then you write your and your first name. Okay. Is this much clear to each one? So now we will
Yes,
take
ma'am.
up. Okay. So the I told you to put a tick mark on the first three lines. Then you will also write, when you write a message, remember these points. Now let us see this. It should be brief and informal. Brief means it should be very, very short and precise, just writing what the phone call said or what the person wanted to convey. Okay? And informal means no formality. Dear sir, dear ma'am, no. She's your friend, and most of the time you don't use very formal language with the person whom you are friends with or your relative or your parents. You don't use formal language, so it will be informal. Next, number two, the salutation can be simple, simply a word. For example, Sir, James, Uncle, etc. So you can just begin the beginning by just writing Sir if you're writing to any teacher or any authority. Then you can just write the name. If you are talking to Dhwani, you can, instead of writing Dear Dhwani, you can also write Dhwani. Okay. Then supposing you're writing to your uncle, so you don't have to write Uncle so and so, Uncle Tom. No. You can just write uncle because when you're talking, you don't call him Uncle Tom. Okay. So you just write uncle. Then number three, use short phrases or sentences, but clearly punctuate them. So they are saying don't make very, very long sentences. Keep them precise to the point, yet do not forget to put the punctuation mark. Okay? Then use indirect speech. Just now I told you, indirect speech means reported speech. Whatever the particular person talks to you have to report and tell. Okay? Then number five, put down all relevant details. For example, the name of the person who gave the message. Here, your teacher, Ma'am Parmar, called. So this was the name of the person. The date and time of receiving the message. That you're doing it already. On the left hand side, you'll write the date. On the right hand side, you'll write the time. Okay. Then the reason for contact. Choose relevant details. So now you don't have to give extra. I chatted with her and then I told her that you are not here. All this irrelevant information could be removed. Then just say, Dhwani, your class teacher, Mrs. Parmar, called to inform you that, and then you begin. Okay? And you only get the relevant information. Then follow-up action required. Now, follow-up action means what is now you do. Now you have to do. That means please call her or please just read the message when you come back. Okay, whatever it is said here. Then number six, the language should be clear and accurate. Obviously, you have to be very particular in your picking up of a language. You shouldn't be using slang, hi there, what's up. All this is avoided. Okay. It should be clear and accurate. Then number 7, the name of the person writing the message should be mentioned, but do not use a complimentary closing note. See you soon. Bye bye. Take care. I'll be back soon. All this should not be written. Only short and simple first name. You even need not write Dear Dhwani. You can just write Dhwani. And for the end, you need not write your loving friend Akashi. No, you can just write Akashi. Okay. Now we come on to, so let me tell you once again, the first 3 lines are to be written. Then these 7 points are to be written in your copies. Make sure you do that. Then you have to copy this sample example also. Read this sample conversation between Mr. Zahir and Rahil. Now, let us read it. This in the exam you will get. You will get a telephonic conversation. From that telephonic conversation, you will be asked to write a message. That means you will be asked to do this portion. Can you see this portion? This portion. Okay? Where you are talking and writing it in a box, putting it in a box. This particular telephonic conversation will be given as a question in the exam. Not this, but maybe other. But telephonic conversation will be given in the exam and you will be asked to write a message out of it. Let us see. Rahil, now this is Rahil talking, okay? Hello, Mr. Zahir. Hello, this is Zahir from Avon Industries. Could I please speak to Mr. Ghai? Rahil, I'm sorry, sir. He's not at home. I'm his son, Rahil. Mr. Zahir, okay. Rahil, I would like you to tell your father that the meeting scheduled for tomorrow has been postponed to the day after. It is at 11 a.m. at the same venue. Rahil, I shall certainly convey the message to him, sir. Thank you. Now you will first copy this telephonic conversation. After that, you write, Rahil had to go out with his friends. Based on the conversation, he wrote a message for his father. So let's see what he wrote. Now here also they forgot to write message in the center. You write here message. I hope I'm clear. You write message here. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Just a second. Oh God. Yeah. Do you want me to doodle and tell you or will you remember? I don't know if it is allowing doodling. In the center here you will write message. जहाँ डेट लिखी है जहाँ टाइम लिखा है उसके बीच में. Okay? I hope I'm clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on the left hand side you write date. Then in the center you'll write message. Then towards the right side you will write the time. Okay? And you will not write DATE date and then the date, then TIME time and then the time. No. You will only write 16 June 2021, time maybe 3 p.m. Okay? Or 4 p.m. Whatever. Okay? Then you write, Acha, for this message, let me come back to this message. Oh God, it's taking a while. Okay, for this message it goes, Dad. Now you just write Dad, and then you write Mr. Zahir from Avon Industries had called. Now first information is कि किसने message भेजा था. So it was Mr. Zahir. And what? Where is he from? All the details about him in the first line. From Avon Industries had called. Now this is a past tense reported speech. Okay. He wanted to tell you that the meeting that was scheduled for tomorrow has been postponed to the day after. It will be held at 11 a.m. at the same venue. अब अगर तुम ध्यान से देखो तुमको जितना भी तुम्हें मैसेज लिखना है वो इन लाइंस में मिल ही गया. I would like to tell your father that the meeting scheduled for tomorrow has been postponed to the day after. It is at 11 a.m. at the same venue. अगर तुमने ध्यान से देखा तो जो उन्होंने बोला है वो इसमें मिल गया हमको. Okay, so you will, only thing is you will keep in mind that you're using the report registry. Some naughty children are doing this and I'm not liking. And then in the end, Rahel, you are not writing your son, your loving son, Rahel. Just write Rahel. So this is the first example that you do. Now coming on to the next one. Read the following conversation between, just a second. Read the following conversation between Raj and Mr. Mohan, his brother's tutor. Okay. Since Raj was going out, he left a message. Now, in about 50 words, please write the message and put it in a box. You can see here the message has been put it in a box also. Put in a box also. Here also, Mr. Mohan. Now, Mr. Mohan is talking. Hello, this is Mohan speaking. May I talk to Raman? Raj, I'm afraid he is not at home. Mr. Mohan, when is he likely to come back? Raj, in about 2 hours. Could I take down your message? Mr. Mohan, please, this is little hazy, so I'm reading it out. Please tell Raman that I won't be able to come at 6 p.m. today. I can, however, come at the same time tomorrow. If that does not suit him, he could call me at home after 8 p.m. to fix another time. Please see that he gets the message. And then the phone call hangs without a bye and hi. Okay. So now listen to this part very carefully. मिस्टर मोहन ने फोन क्यों किया है? क्योंकि उन्हें बताना है कि he was supposed to come at 6 p.m. today. आज शाम को उन्हें 6 बजे आना था. But he cannot come. But at the same time, tomorrow he can come at the same time. कल वो 6 बजे आ सकते हैं, आज नहीं आ सकते हैं. तो अगर उसको वो टाइम सही लग रहा है तो फिर वो उसको घर पे, उन्होंने कहा कि तुम उससे कहना कि वो मुझे फोन कर ले घर पर आफ्टर 8 p.m. not before that. Okay, to fix up another time. Supposing if he is having a problem with the time for tomorrow, he can call up and fix up another time which suits him. Okay, now this was the message. This was the conversation. Now comes the message. Now again here you can see this child has not written message in the center. Okay, please do write message. Okay, message in the center, then date on the left hand side, and time on the right hand side. Then this girl or this child, she wrote, Dear Raman. You can also write Raman. Okay, so you will begin. Dear Raman, when you were not at home, your tuition teacher, Mr. Mohan, had called. Now you have given the information. किसके लिए message आया था? मतलब किसने message भेजा था? When you were not at home, your tuition teacher, Mr. Mohan, had called to inform that he won't be able to come at 6 p.m. today. He can, however, come at the same time tomorrow. If it does not suit you, call him at home after 8 p.m. to fix another time, Raj. And then you can see the decoration. It is put in the box. And why I have asked the children to decorate so that in the exam you are very clear. You do not forget that you have to do this. Put it in a box also. Okay. If in the exam you don't have time, you can just draw a line with a black pen on all four sides. But here I've done the decoration so that it gets fit in your brain that you're supposed to put it in a box. Now we come on to the second message writing. This also you will do. Whatever this PDF is having, you will do it in your copies. Okay. Given below is a telephonic conversation between Neera and her mother. Neera is about to leave home and wrote and won't be able to see her brother Vishnu. So she decides to leave a message for her brother. Write the message for Neera in about 40 to 50 words. Now, let's see the telephonic conversation. Now, again, this will be in the exam, it will be given to you. So, mother, hello, is that Neera on the phone? Neera, hi, mom, it's me. Mother, call Vishnu on the line, please. Neera, mom, brother has been to his college and has not returned up as yet. Mother, when he turns up, tell him that I'm busy in a workshop here, so I'll be reaching late. His breakfast is in the refrigerator and he can take it from there. Also, ask him that he should pick me up at 6 p.m. from my office at the ground floor, room number 11, where the workshop is being held. Now, see, this particular conversation is very important because this is what we are going to write in our message. Okay, so now, last, Neera, I'll do, mummy. Anything else? Mother, no. By then, Neera, bye, mom. So now this conversation is over. Till here, you will get in the question paper. Now you are supposed to write the message. Now, again, you can see the message. The word message is to be written in the center, date towards the left hand side, time towards the right hand side. Now, mother has been in the office, so you have to use your brain. Then brother has gone out for college. You can use your brain, and time should be written accordingly. Okay, it is nearly 4 p.m. when she is writing the message. She's writing, Dear Vishnu. You can also write Bhaiya, but it's okay, Dear Vishnu is better. Or brother, dear brother, whatever you call him. Dear Vishnu, since they have given you the name, see that he is Vishnu only. Mama rang up, your mummy rang up to let you know that she will be reaching home late. Your breakfast is in the refrigerator and you can take it from there. You also have to pick her up at 6 p.m. from her office on the ground floor, room number 11, as she is attending a workshop there. And last में Neera. And see you have again put the notice in a box. Okay. Now the last page that you are supposed to do is you have to write difference. It is very light difference in format of, you have to write the format difference of notice writing and message writing. Now see, in the notice writing you have the name of the organization in the center, notice written in the center, then date in the left hand side, then the title or the heading below the notice where notice is written. Then you just begin, dear readers, or you can just begin the notice, write the information, and then name or signature, and then designation. And then you put it in a box. Now, for message writing, what do? You write the word message in the center. On the left hand side, you write the date. On the right hand side, you write the time. Then, dear X, or you simply write the name of a person. Then the body, and you are supposed to do it in 50 words. If it is telling you to write more than that, then only you exceed. Otherwise, it should not be more than 50 words. And then your first name in the end, and again you put it in a box. Is this much clear to each one of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes,
can you please
ma'am.
send the PDF?
I will send it. I will send it in the evening.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Other